So NECA, it's been only a year and a half. They started with the first one at Comic-Con. No, it was 2 years ago, 2013.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years. Comic-Con 2013, they put out an exclusive. NECA, they do toys. They do movie licenses for the most part. They put out an exclusive Friday the 13th NES figure, exclusive to Comic-Con. I bought a few to give out one in the marathon. I gave one to James. I kept one somewhere over there. And then it did very well. It's one that got scalped. Big surprise. But then after that, they did a lot more. They've done about 4 or 5 a year.
Freddy, Rocky.
Freddy was right afterwards.
Rocky.
RoboCop. They did Predator. RoboCop. Batman. The thing with these NECA figures, though, is that the box looks like the NES boxes, and they redo the colors. Now, they reused... they had the molds to all these before, so it wasn't a huge amount of cost, and they had the molds to Sylvester Stallone's to do a Rambo or Rocky from Sega Master System. To do Batman, though, I think that was an original mold, so might correct me.
We're not.
The Batman mold, I think, was an original one, and that's all purple, and it's cool. So these are available online, and also they're also available at Toys R Us, for the most part, a lot of them. But up till now, though, they've been popular movie franchises. But now they've announced a 2-pack Contra Bill and Lance. It's going to be $49.99. And it looks really cool. And I really don't want to get into toy collecting like I used to, because toys take up even more room, and it's just one step closer to 40-year-old version than even video games. But this is really cool. They come with like bullets to come out of the gun, like on a little plastic little stand.
I saw the
spread fire. I think there's either rapid fire or a laser. I think from that. There's even a stand for the power up flying little chrome bubble thing. Bill and Lance look like from the cover. They did a good job with this.
I think what's interesting to note about these figures, though, is that Contra is a Konami property, and Konami does make. I mean, it's a misconception to say that Konami. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really trying to stick with it here. It's a misconception that Konami has no money. They do. It's from gambling. But I'm sure they're more than happy to sell off their to license their licenses, for cash, to make cash, because they're not doing it with games anymore. Mm-hmm. So they're probably going to take these opportunities. As much as I don't want to support something that Konami has anything to do with, these are pretty cool, and I would love to see some other iconic Konami properties done.
They've done also. I just thought of it. They've done Gremlins from the NES game.
Right.
So they are really digging the bottom of the barrel of movie properties that they probably already done in the past. So they figured, we'll just change the color to the 8-bit scheme. You know how like the Batman was all purple, or the Jason was mostly purple, and that's how they make the money off of this. But this is Ian said it's all original. Maybe they took Sylvester Stallone molds for the body, but they did the head. The heads look exactly like that, and they have the guns and stuff. So this to me is important, just because I've always thought that there was a market for video game character toys that you might never see, and these aren't so large scale that they could probably experiment with. When I say smaller run, I'm not sure what sort of run they would do for even this 5,000, 10,000, maybe less. But who knows what other game companies could get involved with this. Maybe properties you wouldn't. I would never expected to see Contra figures before this, but Konami has Simon Belmont.
Yes,
that would sell even way better, because it's a much more popular franchise than even Contra.
That'd be insane.
What if they got Capcom properties and did a Mega Man figure? They would sell a ton of those. I'm not saying it's going to happen. Maybe that's a little bit out of NECA's wheelhouse.
I think so. I mean, Mega Man's already well represented, but I get what you're saying.
But you're saying, understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It allows them to experiment. And you're starting with Contra, which is sort of not extremely popular, but it's known. And we'll see how it does. And from that, maybe Konami, remember Konami owns Bonk. They own Bomberman. So someone can dream about Hudson Soft properties being toys. That would be cool. Is there anything you'd want to see off the top of your head? Either Konami or otherwise from the library?
Definitely Castlevania, but and I know that this is probably unlikely to happen, but even though it's not my favorite shooter, I would have loved to have seen like a Vic Viper from Gradius or something like that. That would have been very cool.
How about a techno characters? You get Ninja Gaiden. That'd be pretty sweet.
The Ninja Gaiden ones would be cool.
I'm thinking it might be those companies that are sort of, not like huge. Like you're not going to see. Obviously, Nintendo's not going to go for this,
right?
But what if someone owns? I don't know. Someone owns the rights to the Taito stuff, and you get some sort of you get Bub and Bob.
Sure,
that could be cool. You'd buy that in a second.
You get the Kickmaster.
You get the Kickmaster. You could change out his kicks.
That one that he does that looks like it's breaking every bone in his pelvis.
Which one? Or the one handstand kick up in the air?
Yeah, that one.
Well, if only someone reviewed Kickmaster in an NES guidebook, so you can learn more about that very esoteric title. But all right, we'll see what happens. I'm probably going to order this. I only have the Freddy Krueger, the Jason one. I thought about getting the Batman one because it looks sweet in the all purple. But I'll probably pick this up, and we'll see what happens with there. But obviously, these have been very lucrative to keep putting these out.